But we're going to do lots of like mobility and flexibility within the class today. And a bit of obviously strength training, so we're going to use our weights. But I'm also going to put some sequences together for us as well. So if you like sort of choreography, you like sort of patterns, then you will like this today. Okay, so into your center, and then from there, we're just going to release. So taking each of the hip bones up. So you're just lifting, bringing the top of the hip bone to the bottom of the rib. That's it. Okay. And then relax, and then just circle around. Goodness me, it's cold today, isn't it? On the other side. I think there was a flutter of snow about 9 o'clock this morning as well. Round we go. Okay. Now, bringing your pelvis into a lovely neutral alignment. Okay. Grow the body tall. So think about standing up nice and tall, and just lift your shoulders. Retract them back slightly. Yeah. Slightly lifting the ribs. Tuck the pelvis just there into that alignment. And then I want you to think hip bone to hip bone, nice and strong, right? Nice and strong through the abdominals. And then I want you to think about this band. You've got a big band around you. So it's not just hip bone to hip bone, it becomes really tight all the way around you. In that position, just lift the right arm, inhale, exhale. Now as you're lifting and lowering, try not to this, yeah? So I really want that pelvis staying in its neutral alignment. So where we've just set it, don't take it out, yeah? And again, so we're going to lift up. Now you're going to choose, do you want your palm in or do you want your palm facing me? All right, there. All right. Then I'm going to take both arms into a lateral abduction and I'm just going to sweep the arms. But what I'm going to do is kind of do 1 and 1, yeah? So I'm going to go up and through. So just changing it around, yeah? So I'm going up and down and through, yeah? And just seeing how that feels, on what side feels easier through the wrists and the hands and the shoulders. Bring your hands together and take it into a diagonal out onto your corner and the other side, yeah? And again, so out into your corner and reach. And again, corner and reach. 2 more. 1 and 2. Now we're going to do a toy soldier. So you're going to bring your arms down. I'm going to lift the right arm. As I lower the right arm, I lift the left. Palms are facing in. And then I'm going to turn the palms where they face the camera. They face you, right? So I'm just going to see how that feels on my shoulders. Does it feel nicer with my palms in? Or does it feel nicer with your palms out? Okay. Bring that left arm down, retract the shoulders, sorry, not retract, protract, retract, and then retract, yeah? So we come through and open. And then which side feels better for you? Do you prefer it coming forward or do you prefer it coming back, all right? And again, so I'm now gonna come into the center. And again, I want to just go into circles. And I'm going to be talking to myself. I'm going to be asking myself, which way do I prefer to circle my shoulders? Do I prefer to go backwards? I do personally. Or do you prefer to come around the other way? Yeah. Do you prefer this way? So again, your body's talking to you the whole time. You need to take note of what is working for you and what isn't. Lovely. Take the right arm into the corner and then your left. Okay. And then we're going to then open door. So we're going to think about our shoulders as we're working them now at the beginning of the class and then down low. And then we're going to come at the end of the class and then start to question them again. Circle around 360 degrees and then the other side. All right. So we're going to go out. I'm going to keep it on the right arm. I'm going to do an open door. I'm going to come down into diagonal and then I'm going to turn. Okay. And then the other side. So I go into a diagonal, You go out into an open door, you come down, and then you lift and round. As I bring this arm round, I'm going to tap forward. Now I'm just doing a swoop, yeah? Like a little tap and an arm lift. Now this arm lift can be high or it can be low, yeah? So you're going to choose. But if you can, just take your knee and float it away. So rather than keeping the foot down onto the floor, just try a little bit of a balance there. Okay, 2 more. 1 and 2. And now bring the arms into a little swoop. Inhale and exhale. And again, little body roll. Inhale, exhale. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last time. Inhale, exhale. Let's take the right arm over and now bring that arm down and take it down towards the knee. Let's do the same on the other side. So I'm doing a lateral bend and I'm going to do a lateral reach. Yeah? So we do a lateral bend, same arm, lateral reach. And again, so over the top and then down. Okay. Open the arms again and then a little body roll. I'm only going to do 2 this time. That's 2. Okay. I'm going to slide my hands down my thighs and then I'm going to come into an extension and flexion. That's it. Into an extension and flexion. Let's get the spine moving. So a great little exercise for mobility. So get as much movement as we can in the spine, especially before we start to load and we go into our weights and our strength training onto the mat. Okay, one more time. Down and through and lift. Okay, now just stay here, somewhere where you're comfortable. Take your right arm, thread the needle and lift. So you're dropping your shoulder down towards the floor and then you're lifting away. And then you're going to do 2 on the other side. So drop through and lift. Okay, so let's start to put some little patterns together now, shall we? Okay, up we go. Shoulders back and down. Okay, let's start to put some sequences together. Let's bring the arms up into a front raise and then open the chest. Let's do a spine twist. So we're going to go round to the right and then to the left. So just nice and easy. Yeah. And as you're turning, keeping that pelvis forward. Yeah. So round to the right. Now I'm going to turn this. So I'm going to take the right arm and I'm going to bring it over the top. All right. And again, over the top. And again, over the top. And open. Now bring this arm down. As I stand up nice and straight, back into my posture, I'm going to step back on the right, all right, and then back on the left. It's not a lunge. This is a calf stretch, yeah? So I'm pushing, you see, I'm pushing my heel down into the floor, yeah? So calf stretch, so back. Now I'm going to just do 2 more and then we're going to do some a few squats. I don't want you to come down too deep at this point. Just a little sit down and a lift up. Yeah, nice and gentle. Down and lift. And again, down and lift. One more time. Down and lift. Now, take it back into that calf stretch. Reach the arms, lower the arms and then squat. Yeah, and then the other side. So you're going to come back, step in, squat. So it's just one of each, yeah? So it's a back, step in. So you've got to balance there, just a couple of seconds. Back we go, in and through. Let's do a knee float on the right and then a knee float on the left. Yeah? Now again, if you want to take that foot down onto the floor, it's just to get these hip flexors nice and warm. That's why we do a knee lift. Let's get it nice and warm. Okay, 2 more. 1, and then I'm going to do a body roll forward and back. Okay, so we're going to do a body roll forward and back, and again. Let's go back to a knee float with an opposite arm. So that's 1, and then you're going to do a body roll for 2. So that's 1, open, and 2, and open, and close. Circle around on the right, circle around on the left, and again, one more time. And I'm going to put all those exercises I've given you, let's put them together in a pattern. Let's let them flow. So we're going to come up and open. We're going to do a spine twist. I'm now going to take the right arm over the top, and I'm going to take it back down. I'm going to step back on my right, and then I'm going to do a squat. Yeah, I'm going to step back on my left, and I'm going to do a squat. I'm going to do a knee float right. I'm going to do a knee float left, and then I'm going to do 2 body rolls. 1, and then I'm going to do it all over onto the left side. Yeah, so I'm going to come up and open. Now it's my turn for the left. So we go round to the left arm goes over with a right arm reach. I'm now going to step back on my left. Then I'm going to do a little squat. And then I'm going to step back on my right. And then I'm going to do a squat. I'm going to do a knee float lift left. And then I'm going to do a right. And then I'm going to scoot forward. Yeah. And again. And through. Okay. Go back into a knee lift. So I'm just going to do an opposite arm to opposite leg. Okay. That's all I'm doing. And I'm going to change this knee lift. And I'm going to go into an abduction. I'm going to go out to an abduction. Yeah. So great for strengthening the hip. These muscles here, the abductors, you need to make sure they're lovely and strong to support the hip. Now I'm going to go into a lateral lunge. So I'm coming out to the side and out. Yeah. So I'm stretching away. Inside leg is straight. Out. That's it. Okay. And again, push and back, push and back. Okay, those 3 movements, let's put them together. So I'm going to do a knee lift, I'm going to do an abduction, I'm going to do a knee lift, and I'm going to do a lateral lunge. All right, should we do that on the other side? So we do a 1 into your lateral abduction, back into your knee lift, and then into a side lunge. I'm going to do a squat in the center, and then I'm going to reach the arms, and I'm going to come into a little calf stretch. Yeah, so it's a squat, and it's a calf stretch and reach. Yeah, so it's a squat, and it's a reach up. One more time, a squat, and then a reach up. Okay, let's add a little bit further on. So I'm going to do a knee lift. I'm going to do an abduction, and I'm going to do 2 lateral lunges. 1, 2. Squat down, and then with a little calf raise. Okay, a left side. So we do a left to the side, and we do 2 lateral lunges. 1 lunge, 2 lunge, squat down, and calf raise. Okay, let's do 1 more. Squat down and calf raise. Lovely. Let's roll all the way down now. Chin to chest. Let's roll all the way down. Okay, low as you can towards the floor, and then just swoop around, taking your arms around. That's it. Swoop it around. Okay, and then up we go. Shoulders back and down, lift to the top. Give me a lateral bend, both arms over right, and then left. Then we're going to bring the arms down, we're going to roll down, and then we're going to swoop round right, and swoop round left. And then you're going to come into the center and roll up. And shoulders back and down. Give me a big scoop into a snow angel. Inhale, exhale. Last time. Inhale, exhale. Okay. Right, so you should be feeling warmer. Let's take 2 hand weights. Only really because of time. Let's just do 2. And I won't do too many repetitions on each exercise. All right, let's just keep it nice and light. So get your weights. You might have had a pair of weights, a set of weights for Christmas. Who knows? Okay. All right, so let's just get the shoulders down and relaxed. Let's start with the big muscle groups, the biggest muscle groups. Let's go into the legs. So we're going to come down into a little squat, and I'm going to lift up. You notice I'm not rushing. Down we go and lift. Yeah, I'm going to do 2 more. Again, we're going to put a pattern together. Right, we're going to do a little pattern together. Okay, I'm now going to keep the left hand weight on my thigh, and I'm just going to use the right arm. And I'm going to come up to shoulder height and lower. Yeah, up and lower, and then up and lower. I'm now going to glue that weight. I'm going to do 4 on the other side. That's 1 and 2 and 3. Last time. And 4. Okay. We're now going to bring the weights both into the thighs, and I'm going to bring the right arm up into a upright row. That's the word. And lower, and the other side. Lift and lower. So we're not only now working the shoulders, but the upper back. Yeah. Do a little bit of bicep as well. So we bring the weight in towards the chest and lower. Should we do both arms, yeah, together? So upright row and lower. And again, squeeze and lower. And again, up and lower. One more time. Okay. Glue the left weight into the thigh, and then you're going to come into a lateral raise on your right. 2 and 3. Notice the left weight is just staying into the thigh, not moving. Now we're going to do it on the other side. We're going to come up and lower. Yeah, squeeze and lower. Keeping the elbow just slightly bent, much nicer for the joints rather than locking it out. Okay, front raise right, slow, up and low. Other side. So notice I'm slowing it down. And again, slow and lower. Slow. Okay, let's put them together. Upright row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lateral raise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow front raise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Upright row. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the side. 5, 6, 7, 8. Slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squat down to 2. That's 1 and 2. Step out to the side. So we're going to do a side squat for 1 and step in, and then a side squat 2 and in. That's it. Out we go. Try and keep the head, neck and shoulders up, down and lift. And again, out and in. One more time. Out and in. Lovely. Bring the weights together so they're just in front of you in your chest. Okay, I'm going to push the weights up. The arms come up nice and straight. The elbows come in. Let me move back slightly. And I'm going into an overhead press. Yeah, now I'm going to come down. Obviously, elbows are open. And then I bring the weights back in towards my chest. Can you see? So from the chest, you lift up. And then you bring it down. Yeah. Up, up, lower, lower. Yeah, up, up, lower and lower. One more time. Up, up, lower and lower. Now, as you lower it, now I'm going to circle it around your head. You're going to do 4 on the right. That's number 2. And as you're turning, really get to move those ribs. 3 and 4. Should we do 4 on the left? 1 and 2 and 3. Last time and 4. Okay, let's put them together. So I'm going to push up. Now, instead of coming right back down, I'm going to take it halfway. I'm going to take them over to my right shoulder. Then I'm going to lift up. And I'm going to take them into my left shoulder. Right. So rather than coming down in front of you towards the chest, we're coming down halfway onto the shoulder and lifting, and then onto the shoulder and lifting. Now, as I lower them down this time, I'm going to halo around on the right side. And then I'm going to halo around on the left side. I'm going to do one more. So you halo around for 1. We're going to go into a little bit of rest and recovery, believe it or not. And we're going to do squat down. So you're going to come down for 2 and lift. So the arms now are resting. Down for 2. Yeah. 2 more. 1. Last one. And 2. Now you're going to curtsy behind. So the right is going to come behind the left. And then you're going to lift it up. Yeah, on the other side. Down into curtsy and cross. Step behind and open. Step behind, open. That's it. Step, cross, step, cross. Weights onto the shoulders. Now I'm going to keep the elbows in. Weights in. In this position, keep the elbows in, follow them up and come into a hammer press. You're going to come back in onto the shoulders. Yeah, do that again. So I'm going to come up. It is rather than a traditional shoulder press, this is called a hammer shoulder press. Yeah, lift up. So keeping the movement narrow. So hitting the deltoid slightly differently. Okay, now bring the weights down, right leg behind left. So I'm going to do 1. Now I'm going to do that little hammer press. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over the other side. Little curtsy. Tap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Curtsy. Tap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. Down we go. 1, 2, 3. Push up. And then in and lower. Step back on the right into a little lunge and then into a squat. Yeah, and then the other side. So step back, drop the back knee, step it in and squat. Okay, and again, step back, drop into a lunge, step back in. So as you step back in, make sure your posture, you're coming up nice and tall. Yeah. And then in and then down. Okay. Let's roll down with the weights. I'm going to bring them around in front of me. I'm going to roll down with them. Okay. I'm going to take them onto the floor. I'm going to press into the left weight and open up my right arm. And then I'm going to go to the other side. And then I'm going to come down. And then I'm going to release my hands from the weights. And I'm going to roll up. See? I'm going to take the arms up with me. I'm going to go to a lateral bend. Out to your right. And then to your left. Then you're going to roll down. And you're going to take the hands around the right side and then around the left side. And again, around the right and then around the left. You're going to leave the weights on the floor and then you're going to roll back up. Shoulders back in there. Okay, I'm just going to move my weight slightly out of the way. I'm going to take my mat and we're going to go down on the floor together. Right. So far so good? Hopefully. I do think it's trying to snow. All right, so let's get to the back of our mat. We're going to go into a downward dog and then in a bear pose, okay? So I'm going to do a little bit of a sequence again. So I'm going to lift the arms up, and as I do, I'm going to go into a swim leg. Yeah? And again, so little back bend. So as I'm going to go into a swim leg, I'm just going to come back slightly. You see I'm taking my arms back and a little back extension. Take your legs away a moment, just leave them there, and you're coming into a back extension. Yeah? Now the next time, just do a swim leg and a back extension. Yeah? So you're adding the two. Squeeze. And again, squeeze. One more time. Pull back. Okay, now we're going to roll it down and then you're going to walk your hands out and you're going to see how close your heels can get to the floor. Okay. I'm now going to come into a bear pose and then I'm going to lift back into a calf stretch. Yeah, so I go a bear pose into a calf stretch. And again, bear pose. Last one, calf stretch. Bear pose is going to bring us all the way down and stop. So now we've got enough room, we're in all fours. I'm going to take my right arm and we're going to lift up and then I'm going to thread the needle. Yeah, I'm going to do that again. So I'm going to lift up and I'm going to thread the needle. Okay, let's do two on the left side. So you lift up first, 12 o'clock, and put this pattern together. You'll know in a moment why. Down we go. Away. And then through. Okay. And then set yourself back to all fours. I'm going to take my right arm away and my left leg. I'm going to open into an abduction. I'm going to bring it back in and lower. Okay, try on the other side. That's one, open, two, and close. I'm going to do two on my right, but with a touch the knee. 1, 2, 3, touch knee. Go again. 1, 2, 3, close. So it's 2 and 2, right? So 1, flex the foot. Thumb up to the ceiling, touch the knee, bird dog, away, open, in and down. Sit back to child's pose. Let's put them together. Okay, so going up onto all fours. Okay, we're going to start on the right. So everything will be done on the right and then the left. So we're going to come out 12 o'clock. To thread like a needle. So there's your rotation. Out to 12 o'clock and then rotation. Now we're going to go into that Superman. So we're going to do a 1 and open, in, touch, away, flex the foot, engaging the muscles in the bottom and lower, left side, open, thread the needle, open, thread the needle. Coming into your Superman with abduction, out into abduction, in, touch the knee, lovely, and one more, away, open, in and close. Let's go into a child's pose, into your rest and recovery. Okay. All right, so let's come away from this position now. Let's move on to another little sequence. We're liking our sequences today. I love putting them together. Absolutely love it. Okay. All right, so and also from a teacher's point of view, it gives me variety rather than keeping you on Pilates move, repetition. It's just bringing in lots of different flows into a nice style, and hopefully they all work together. Okay, so like thread like a needle and a Superman works perfectly. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. I'm going to go straight into a bow and arrow. So I'm going to pull back on my elbow and the other side. Yeah, pull back. Your knees are slightly bent. As you bring it back, you keep your elbow in nice and tight towards you, and then you come up onto your sit bones. Yeah, back we go. And again, back we go. And lift. One more time. Now you're just going to go into a basic half a roll back. So you're going to come back, half a roll back, and then a lift up. Yeah, so I'm coming up onto the sit bones. Now, as I come up this time, I'm going to bring those elbows wide. Now, that will tell us when we're in upright position and our elbows are wide, what can we do? We can spine twist. 1. So my movements with you today, we're doing bow and arrow, we're doing half roll back and spine twist. That's half of my little block I want to do with you today. Give me 2 bow and arrows on the right. There's 1. And again, and 2. Give me 1 half a roll back. Then come up to seated, elbows wide, spine twist right only. Okay, arms away, left side. Back into your bow and arrow. Okay, then into your half a roll back. And then you come into your spine twist. Okay, let's take the legs out nice and wide. All right, so we're going to go into a little saw position. So flex the feet, sit up nice and tall, so no slouch. Up nice and tall. Open the arms. You're going to take the right arm over. You're going to twist over to the left foot and then into your center. All right. And as you come into the center, kind of pull the shoulders back slightly. Over we go. Through. That's it. Over and through. And again. Back we go. Open. One more time. Last one, sorry. So your right arm to left foot and then your left arm over to your right foot. You're going to bring the legs in. You're going to bend the knees. You're going to go into a little half a roll back. And if you want to, you can lift the leg into a teaser. Yeah, I'll show you from the side actually. So I'm coming back into half a roll back. As I lift, a little bit of a hamstring stretch there. All right. Now, if you don't want to do this, you could just do a little lift the leg, just for variety. Or you can stay in a half a roll back, okay? All right, one more. Let's sit up nice and tall and open the legs. Let's put those 2 movements together, all right? So open the legs, open the arms, spine twist, right arm to left foot. 1, open. 2, open. 3, open. 4. Now bring the legs in, bend the knees, half a roll back and a mini teaser. Yeah. And again, half a roll back and a mini teaser. That's it. And again, half a roll back, mini teaser. Last one, half a roll back. Okay. Ladies, bring this leg in into a seated tree. So I'm tucking the foot in to the right thigh. Okay. I'm going to lift up my arms as I inhale and I'm going to exhale over. Now I want to hit the muscle here in my lower back on my left side. It's called the QL, quadratus lumborum. It sits just above the kidneys. And if you do a lot of rotation work, a lot of work if you're doing at home, whatever, or in a job, this can get really tight. So we want to try and loosen it. So you're going to take the left arm, you're going to take it over the top, round and touch. Now this is where you should feel this into that QL. So clicky hips. If your QL is tight, it's going to affect your lower back. So hopefully just a little stretch like this could be enough to release it. Okay, I'm going to sit up. I'm going to take that leg away. I'm going to lift up. Inhale, but I'm going to reach forward to you as I exhale. Then I'm going to come back onto my sit bones. I'm going to bring the right leg in this time. I'm then going to lift up, inhale, exhale, reach forward. Yeah, to get the QL, take the right arm all the way round, touch the foot, and there you should have this nice release on the right hand side. Okay, this time I'm going to do windscreen wipers. So I'm going to take the legs up nice and wide. I'm going to take the hands behind me and I'm just going to push down. Now this is option 1, yeah? So I'm just releasing the hips. Option 1, okay. Option 2. So as I come into my option 2, I can take my arms away and down, yeah? So again, up to you. You tend to do a bit of a crawl. I'm going to get closer to the screen. I can feel it. Across and across. 2 more. 1. And last time. And 2. Okay. All right. I'm going to come back. I'm going to place my hands just behind me. And then I'm just going to do 1 in and open. And then 2 in and open. Okay. Bring the legs around, okay, just into all fours position, and hands in front of you, and then just flexion and extension of the spine. Okay, now let's just tap the toes under, because we know we're going to come back up onto our feet eventually. So tap the heels down, and then just pedal push. So I'm going to push my left heel down to the floor, and then my right. My left, my right. So my left, and then my right. Push both down into the floor, and then walk your hands in and roll up. Roll in all the way up to the top. Bending your shoulders, looking down. Guys, take a deep breath in and out. Step across to the right, left leg behind, arm through, hold on and reach. Okay, release the arms, step it out. Breath in, inhale. Up we go, exhale. Step it across, behind, up, through and down. Reach over. So you've got your tricep stretch